Hello, Salsgard here with another episode of Dragon Age 2, where we're playing through on hard difficulty, trying to complete the game. So, for this episode, we're going to start off with this herbalist tasks. It's the last section of the quest that we need. There's supposed to be dark spawns somewhere in this area. And there they are. Now, I guess they're fighting some over there, but I'll just solo these guys over here. So this episode should mostly be the side content, because we have enough money to do the expedition, but all these side quests will get locked out if we don't do them. And I want to try and get as much XP and items as I can. I can also never remember which quests have follow-up quests that only get unlocked if you actually go and complete the first quest in the chain. I don't see any Ironwood Grove. Why am I here? I was a bit distracted, so it might have said something.
Now you fall!
Do I just have to kill a bunch of waves of these guys? I don't see any Ironwood trees. Oh, there's an ogre, which should be good. Well, it's not good, but it should mean that I'm making some sort of progress. Okay, so Aveline... Oh, the Ironbark's over here. Just this one random branch. Odd. Okay, so you need some strength for better weapons. You should also get... Bodyguard? Probably. Should help out, I think. And then we'll go and do Isabella's companion quest. And I guess we should go and do the Unbidden Rescue, because that's probably important. On the list of side missions that actually matter, I'd say that rescuing the Viscount's son is probably high on that list.
Neglected reports. Some involve you and requests about you.
By whom?
I don't know. They're old, poorly kept. But you should be on your best behavior.
Thank you for getting rid of them.
I didn't.
This shouldn't take too long. I think there should just be 2 or 3 groups to fight through. Or maybe even less than that. I think we should have to fight the Qunari and then the mercenary group that's been sent to try and rescue the Viscount's son.
And the world's rid of one more Qunari. Easier than I expected. Call the men back. We've got an appointment with the Viscount. Isn't that right, Seamus?
Ashad! You killed him! You Vashedan bitch!
That one of their words? See, that's why you need to be dragged home. You're playing too nice with those things.
Well, time to kill her.
I'll wager you've gone even further than that. Haven't you, brat?
Leave him alone.
Sounds like he doesn't want to go with you. Competition? Well, you're too late. The Winters, I, have already claimed him.
Sirrah, if I must go back, so be it. But I will not see these murderers rewarded.
Easily done.
Spoiled shit! I'll cut out your tongue and charge extra for bringing you back quiet. And as for you, I could do with some entertainment while we wait for the others.
The only thing I'm not sure about with Bodyguard is how well the AI can actually use it. She doesn't have that much health. Neither does Isabella.
Dead and good riddance, but she said she was waiting for more. A lot more.
Then we ready ourselves.
Strip the camp, and we'll ready a fitting welcome.
That was not exactly a lot of time. But I don't think it should be too much harder. It seems like Isabella's just gonna keep on dying. She doesn't have much health and she keeps on getting targeted down. It's also kind of wasting the heals because she doesn't have much health to actually heal up, so she's not actually getting the full benefit of said heals.
Oh, Andraste. I've never seen so many corpses. So much blood.
Keep it together.
Soil yourself later. There may be more.
And she was correct, or I was correct. I've only done this quest once before, so I didn't quite remember how exactly it worked out. I was kind of naive to assume that killing that first lady, Jazane or whatever her name was, would actually end this. Can you guys just come and help me? Oh, stop healing yourself, please. I'm not sure if there's any way to interrupt them from healing other than just getting a lucky guess.
Ashard never lied. Never coddled. You are worth his time, or you are not. They are not the brutes others claim they are. Take me to my father, and I will try again to make him see.
Wait here for
We'll
a
be
second, I
soon
gotta
enough,
loot
Shin.
these dead bodies.
Be ready.
I am at your whim, Sirrah.
And I have to level up Fenris. I think there's that thing about him increasing his damage based off of inverse proportion to health. So does he get more damage from having a higher health pool? No, not really my problem. Magic resistance would be good, so he doesn't take such a beating from mages. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, he's a pretty good mage killer. since that's kind of his whole shtick. He doesn't like mages, and he's good at killing them.
I am ready to leave, and you have coin to collect.
Let's go, Seamus. Your father will be waiting in the keep.
Then take me to him. Father,
My son. I thought I'd lost you.
enough, Father.
Allow me to present one Sarah Hawke, Your Excellency. She fulfilled the bounty.
You have my gratitude. I hope you encountered no great difficulties on my son's behalf.
Just a few dozen deaths. What's a few dozen deaths between enemies?
No problems to speak of, aside from the crowd that tried to kill us.
I was told the Winters had involved themselves. Was there no way to avoid an incident?
They murdered my friend. Where is the concern for that?
It was my understanding you were captured alone, foolishly traipsing about the coast as you do.
I was not captured. I was with Ashad. The Kunari. They are not monsters to be feared. If you would just try to understand, others would see as well.
Better that you were thought abducted than to have their influence suspected in my own family. Benign or not, it's too much.
I think that Samus is right here. Samus.
Well, that's just foolish. Listen to your boy, he's making sense.
That is quite enough. My apologies, Excellency, for this intrusion into personal matters. There is no... Just move.
Well, Avelin's not too happy with that, but I don't care. I'll give her a bit of constitution because she's struggling to survive. Personally, I don't really have an issue with Qunari. The only issue is with certain sectors of the Qun.
Good day, Sarah.
Qun. It's gonna come up later in Dragon Age Inquisition. Oh, he's been waiting all day again. Like I said last episode, he just loves waiting around. We're gonna hear it plenty more times. So I'll go and... there's a letter at Gamlen's house. I feel like that's gonna give me another side quest.
You get more letters.
Patron tells me a meeting outside the city. Act of mercy. Mages. So we got some stuff in Lowtown to deal with. He's not going to be happy.
So, Gustav limped back here, but refuses to speak one word of what happened. Spit it out. Is Harriman dead or not?
Not.
He's being hunted for aiding my people. I will not kill him.
I think you forgot the rules, Dog Lord. Once you take the job, you do the job. You don't decide if it's right. I'll take care of this myself. Don't try hitting me up for coin again. That door is closed.
Well, that kinda sucks that we won't get the follow-up quests for that, but I think it's the right thing to do. Yeah, you just stand there, Sister Petrus, as I get attacked by all of these rogues. I am running low on health, and he is running low on being alive, and I'm also down now. Lovely. I don't think that should be too much of an issue.
Make her take you!
Waste of life, but not my choice.
Another bandit, rogue, another hideout we need to go to.
Here, miss. Word is you're looking for help. And paying well.
I need someone native to the dark places beneath Lowtown. If you claim as much, yes, I will pay.
I am. Let's just step into this alley, and me and my fellows can have a look at the money on offer.
She has chosen poorly.
Very poorly. Well,
It
I
does
guess
appear she
time
could
to go
use
and
some
help her.
especially now.
Well, thank you for your timely intervention. I am out of my element.
Surely you didn't realize that just now.
I had to come here to get the type of person I need. Someone of bloody skill, but also integrity. Perhaps the kind who might leap to someone's defense. I have a charge who needs passage from the city. If you are willing and capable, meet me at my safe house nearby.
Have we met
I
before?
just saved you in an alley, and suddenly we're in business?
You're in Lowtown. What grand scheme could I be interrupting? Varnell!
Not so helpless, I see.
I hope you will come. This matter only grows more urgent with time.
One issue that Dragon Age has ended up having pretty often is that it really loves saying something other than dialogue option that you choose. Which is kind of annoying, but kind of to be expected from people like this, or from studios like this. Oh look, a mage. Well, as long as I don't have to fight him with whatever demon appears. Oh look, another Desire Demon. Now, it's a good thing I don't make money off of YouTube right now, otherwise this would probably get me demonetized. Or if demonetized. But where are you running off to? We need to kill you. Yeah, I kind of figured he would die when he ran off into that other room. Well, I guess I should come and help you. It disabled my perks. Oh, it's when I died, of course. Yeah, I meant buffs, not perks. If you could come over here, I could heal you. But now you didn't, so you're dead. Yeah, it's definitely a good thing that mage wasn't here.
Summoned by a mage, no doubt.
Well, there's my last injury kit. It's a good thing I have that. Now, the elf root can only be used in combat. Well, time to get into combat so I can use it then.
Need a hand? Why, yes. Yes, I do.
I guess he died.
And a pile of bones.
Or he just ran away.
I'll deal with this. Get back!
I probably shouldn't go charging first head into combat as a squishy healer. Nope. Okay, over to the hovel now. It's kind of funny these guys were just in the other room and they didn't come to back up their friend or boss. I'm guessing there's also someone behind this door over here. In Dragon Age Origins, as soon as a fight would start, everyone would come just rushing in to start fighting you. Damage. I guess something like that. I don't really know about the differences with like plus 3% physical damage versus plus 16 attack. Or other variations of that. I mostly just kind of equip things and hope they work. Okay, over to Shepherding Wolves. I think that's a main story quest. It's kind of weird that a main plot quest would be in a situation like this, because what if I just went straight into...
There you are.
Oh.
I don't let anyone who crossed me get this big in this town.
Oh, time to kill him.
Honor, lads.
So what was I saying? Oh yeah, like if I went to the Deep Roads expedition at this point before going to this quest, then it would get completely cut off even though it's a main plot quest. Which is kind of an odd decision. You think the mercenaries would just flee as soon as the guy that's paying them has died? But I guess I must just be lacking the integrity that these mercenaries have. Okay, into here.
Nice to see you too.
I thank you for coming. This matter is delicate, and I need someone of limited notoriety who will not link this to me.
Is this the Canary?
It is an escort, but I think you will agree the nature of the party makes this unique.
Time is wasting. Who is going where?
My name is Sister Patrice. I have assumed a burden of charity. This is my charge.
Yep, the Quinari.
A Cerebas? Here?
Would even a Templar bind a mage like this? A survivor of infighting with their Tal Vashoth outcasts. I call him Katojan, a bridge between worlds. The Viscount and others feel that peace begins with appeasement. This mage would likely be returned to his brutal kin. He can serve a better purpose. I want him free. He must be guided from the city without alerting his people, or being seen in my care.
I've had dealings with the Kunari leader. He'd want to know of this.
You have dealt with their leader? If you have interacted with Kunari, you know how they treat those who leave their heathen order. The Arashok would doom this poor creature.
Probably.
But knowing them is useful. If they challenged you, attacking an ally would only confirm their barbarism. You are still right for the task.
I
Alright.
can get him out of Kirkwall. He's a bit conspicuous for the streets, though.
That is obviously not an option. You must avoid incident with the guards. I cannot be linked to this. This mage will be a fine example of how cruel Kunari are, even to their own. But only if this plays out just so. The passage here leads to the warrens of the Undercity. It is dangerous, but that is why you were hired. Good luck.
I'm pretty sure this guy dies no matter
Katerjan,
what.
is it? You need to be led out of the city.
The eyes of a slave. Does he want freedom or a master?
It has been difficult to get information, but look at him. Would you want this? We must have that in common.
Well, from what I remember, the Qunari and us have different values. So I think he would rather die than dishonor the Kun.
I would not approve
Kun.
of coming here to avoid the guards.
Well, it's a good thing that fire just did absolutely nothing to me, even though I walked straight through it. Oh yeah, before I forget, I should use an elf root on him so he can get... Oh, we got some more intricates. Never mind. Another trap that did basically nothing. I think the difficulty in this game leaves a bit to be desired, because there's sections where it's basically easy, almost mind-numbingly so, such as here, and then there's areas with, like, the Blood Mage the other day, Leech, I guess the other week, where he was completely annihilating us with his blood magic. I should probably be leading with Isabella since she has the trap detecting. And I kind of wish those webs would actually, you know, show up as a web across the area. Because in Dragon Age Origins, if you walked through a web, sometimes it might be fine, but usually it would end up actually encasing you in a web like that.
Different to our struggles, even with his freedom as the prize.
Look at this. Undercity's feared by all, but there's no shortage of fools with coin who want to test it. What is this thing? Collared like a dog lord's bitch. You some sort of canary lover? Maybe I should get rid of you and see who'll pay the most for your pet.
I don't think it likes you threatening its master. Maybe we let this one pass.
Listen to the smart
The
one.
voice of reason. What's he doing with you?
You lot think you're so damn right. Buying everything, running free marches like me into our own sewers. You want us bound, like this thing? I'll see you dead first.
Magic.
By the void! Kill it! Kill them all!
Yeah, now he's just encased in some sort of weird barrier. Just like a regular friend, or like a normal friend. He's basically like most friends. Gets you into trouble, does absolutely nothing to get you out. Or at least that's the type of friends I've ended up having.
They get the idea, Kunari, Kotojin, whatever. Calm yourself. I'm getting you out of here before you help again. Still clear as a bell. Great.
What's with all these random fancy chests everywhere? That's what I've been wondering. They really stick out like a sore thumb.
You will hold Basra Vashidan. I am Arvarad, and I claim possession of Serabas at your heel. The members of Iskaratam were killed by Tal Bashar, but their disposal leads only here, to Serabas and you.
How did I know this job would end in more, Kunari?
You speak as if ignorance is your natural condition. The bodies of his slain Karatam could lead only here. I do not know how you come to hold his leash, but you have no claim in the Qun. He will be returned and this crime cleansed.
And if he doesn't want to go back?
Serabas, show that your will remains bound to the Qun. He has only followed you because he wants to be led. He has allowed no other purpose.
I've met with your leader. The Arishok would not want a potential ally challenged in this way.
Claiming to know the will of the Arishok with Serabas in your care is Marasi Mikari, a child bleating without meaning. The Arishok knows what is to be done with Serabas who lose their Avarad. There is no greater threat to their control.
Well, I'm pretty sure if I say he must be free, he ends up committing suicide, so... I guess him being alive is probably the best way.
My job was to get him out of the city. If he wants to go back to you, that's his business.
You show an unusual ability to reason, Basra. Serabas, Nera Akun Ebrakata Avarad. You are certain? Then we will do it here.
Basvarad, you led well. I thank your intent. Panahedan, as you find the Qun.
And now he's gonna be killed anyways, because choices don't matter.
You should be honored by this action, Basra. It is his last.
I mean, if it's what he
I know,
wants.
cultural differences and all that, but that's just uncalled for.
He lost his lead. The risk of corruption was certain. But he has owned his death by honoring you. He knows the Qun once more. As will you.
You tried to kill me after everything we've been through?
An uncollared Serabas spoke to you. You were already exposed, but there's no way to know what demon may have written his words. Killing you is demanded, but the respect of Serabas has granted honor. Be grateful. Not every neck earns the ceremonial cut.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure even if I didn't let them take him, or if I didn't choose this option, after we killed them, these guys, he would have committed suicide. So I guess if there's some sort of redemption earned from this, or if this is the type of death he wanted, then it's better than the alternative. If you must die, die well. Or something like that.
They threw their lives away. For the Kyun? Determined from the start. Patrice set a trail.
Why arrange this only to subvert it? I need answers.
I can't remember exactly what the reasons were, but I think it was something about starting a war or something like that. I can't remember what Act of Mercy is. I think I'm gonna maybe leave that one for next episode or for later if I've managed to deal with all this stuff. I don't think I have too many quests left. The main one I'm not sure about is that herbalism one, the changing one's nature, because it doesn't really show which location it's actually at. We found 2 out of the 4 chests at that one area in Sundermount, and I'm not sure if I'll find the rest there or not.
Leave nothing. It must be clean, with no ties. Well, my helpful associate from the streets. You took the Qunari from the city? Without incident?
You know what we faced.
Mind your tongue, Ferelden.
Please, do speak your mind.
Don't string me along. You know that I know.
Whether you believe it or not, I wished you no harm. That might have been useful for someone, but still regrettable. A massacre of citizens protecting a slave might have forced the Chantry to doubt appeasement, to see the Qunari for the monsters they are. Perhaps finding the mage was a rushed opportunity. If such a plot existed, I see how it might be disagreeable to you.
If, perhaps, why dance around this lie? I'm standing right here.
If a member of the Chantry admitted instigation, I have no doubt it would result in more appeasement. But an accusation from a low-town thug, you are hardly that important. That's not an insult. It's why I chose you. Rest assured, excuses, real or imagined, are not for your benefit.
I won't forget this, sister.
Take your coin. Disappear back into Lowtown. Rest assured, I will not make the mistake of looking for help outside the Faithful again. The stakes, eternity, are just too high.
We'll be hearing from that one again.
I hope I can kill her sometime in the future. I can't quite recall if that's an option. 7 gold's pretty nice. We have enough to be able to actually buy some upgrades for some of our guys before going into the deep roads. I'm sure I'll probably want to do that with some of my guys, because they have some stuff, but I don't think it's enough. Okay, let's see, not important. That's right, we need to go to the docks at night. It doesn't show up, but we do need to go over here for Isabella's quest. And now to massacre all these dogs.
Now you fall! I suffer no threat.
I'm sure that made lots of people happy. Okay, so that's over there at Woodrow's warehouse. What are you yelling about, Aveline? I'm pretty sure I went up here before.
He's in the pie. Shut your mouth, you bitch.
I don't know what that was about. Loot.
Tread lightly around here.
I'm assuming there should be an ambush, or traps, or literally anything. There's gotta be something. This is a bit too easy for a... Oh, here's a trap. And there's these guys who would have shown up if I would have stepped on that trap. I mean, they showed up anyways, but I think the intention was for an unprepared person to step on the trap and then have to deal with these guys while you're severely injured, or slightly injured, whichever one it is. You guys can deal with them, I'll do some more looting. Mostly just junk, but you never know what you'll find. And this will probably... Oh, there's a trap. This will probably trigger a cinematic.
Ooh, the Black Hand. A blend of 27 toxic plant essences with a
Or
healthy
not.
dollop of cobra venom for that extra kick. That poison will kill a man in 2 breaths. Can I have it?
Do you actually want it?
Have you ever been out in the open ocean in a storm? It's the best feeling in the world.
Well, I guess that was shockingly simple. Yeah, a bit more of an encounter, but still nothing too bad. I was expecting something worse. Like some named guy to show up and tell me that I shouldn't be helping this person out. I guess that could still happen. I didn't speak too soon. Oh, the guard's gone. Okay, so the quickest way out of here is over here. And then over to the Hanged Man to talk to the guy about his shipment.
Guess what I found? Crates filled with enough poison to assassinate every noble in Orlais, and then some.
I knew I should have told you not to look in the crates. Look, there's nothing shady going on here. I got the stuff from a legitimate supplier, and I'm going to sell it through legitimate channels. It's all legitimate.
It's poison. It kills people.
I just sell it. I'm not responsible for what people do with it. So, where is it?
Do you know where Alton Woodrow's warehouse is?
Merchant Woodrow's place. I know it. Thanks for this, friend. You've more than earned your reward. I'm
Money.
gonna get my goods. You come back once I'm set up, I'll give you a discount.
Hopefully that that made Isabella happy. I'm not sure if she would have been happy if I would have just said no.
Have you ever been out in the open ocean in a storm?
Okay, I still can't talk to her. I'm not sure why I haven't been able to do any romance options.
Maybe. Yes.
Let me try quickly taking her out of the party.
I once knew a sailor like you.
Nope.
Oh?
I could have sworn there was some romance options at this point. Okay, the gallows.
So you freed a group of slaves?
Would-be slaves. They weren't slaves. Recognize your mage. This was left in the foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. Then there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
If they're not dead, watch out for a bunch of boneless women flopping through the streets.
Oh god, that's dark.
Show some respect.
My people have been slow to react, but this needs official support.
I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them that
Aveline's probably gonna hate me
worth
for that, but that was
investigating.
funny. Oh, she didn't. Good, because that was a great joke. I am so glad I picked that option.
I was never given the upper hand.
Okay, I can't remember if I checked here, but do you have anything that I want? No, you don't. What about you? I don't... I'll get the health potion.
Here is the reward I promised.
Okay, so there isn't enough time to do any main quests. So Act of Mercy will have to wait, but I can go and try and finish off these last two things. And then that should leave next week's episode to completely wrap up Act 1. Or most of it at the very least. I'm not entirely sure how long the Deep Road section takes. I've never actually timed it out.
Hey.
A coin, monsieur?
I am but a simple servant of the Maker, Sirrah.
I should sell some junk. And this junk. I'll keep the bow, because I'm not sure if that'll be needed. Let's see. Thrice Bound. Is that any good for you? Not especially. You can have that maul, I guess.
I think I found something of yours.
Oh, I didn't expect that to be one that I could just turn in like that. Okay, then I guess we'll go and try and figure out where those last two ingredients are. So I feel like they should be here somewhere. I found one, I think, in the camp, and there was another one up on the mountain somewhere. I can't remember exactly what he said about it. So I guess I'll quickly check up here, and then I'll try going up the mountain again if there's nothing here. Oh, here's one of them. Okay, so that means the last one probably is up on the mountain. After we deal with these, I'll probably just quickly pause the recording and then resume it when we get to the base of the mountain. Well, I guess that's probably not too much time to cut out, so it might not be worth it. How do you feel about me, Isabella? I guess it doesn't really matter, that's not what I should be wasting the recording time on. Well, I've still got like 8 minutes left, so I guess I don't have to rush too much. And I'm sure anyone who would bother watching this long wouldn't really care if it went a bit longer. I guess I'll take these boots. I don't really need all that cold resistance right now, so I should have something. I already had good boots. Sorry, I'm a bit slow. Kinda wish I had a bottle of water. All this talking is making me a bit parched. Although all this commentating has been making my throat a bit sore overall. Okay, so where would this last ingredient chest be? Oh, here it is. There we go, changing one's nature done. Now we can turn it into that person to help slow down the werewolfification, or feralization? Whatever term you would use to describe werewolves becoming feral. I guess feralization would be closer, because they're already werewolves, so they're not being werewolficized.
A Shemlin? I found all the ingredients, Clara.
I knew you'd come through. Take this. I need to go, before it's too late.
Tree Panner's gift. A bow. I don't have anyone who uses the bow. What a useless reward. Well, useless for now until Act 2. Okay, so now we'll go and talk to Merrill, I guess. Merrill, Fenris, and Anders need to be talked to. And then basically everything else is done. Yeah, there isn't enough time to do Act of Mercy at this point, so there's no point in starting it. I mean, I guess I could start it, and then just kind of finish it up, or finish up the episode.
There are 6 bottles in the cellar. Daenerys used to have me pour it for his guests. My appearance intimidated them, he said, which he enjoyed.
Nothing like a bit of fear with your wine.
That's what Daenerys used to say.
Oof. What a waste of good wine.
It's good I can still take pleasure in the small things.
You could have offered me a glass first.
Exactly.
There's more, if you're really interested.
Perish the thought. How else would you redecorate the walls?
I've wanted to leave my past behind me, but it won't stay there. Tell me, have you never wanted to return to Ferelden?
I've started a life here.
And that's it? You leave it behind so easily?
I lost my sister to the Blight.
And now she no longer matters to you? I apologize. Your life is your own. It simply sounds very familiar.
Sounds like a tough situation.
I'm not made of glass. I should thank you again for helping me against the hunters.
Slightly unwillingly.
Yes, you should.
Had I known Ansel would find
But I
that
was still
woman
happy
so
to help,
capable,
I guess.
I might have asked him to look sooner.
Happy to help.
It turned out well enough.
It did at that. I will not keep you longer. Another time, perhaps.
Come on, rivalry? Is it because I said that thing about a little bit of fear to go with your wine? Are you unhappy that I sounded like your master? I don't know if I started my thought, but I've never really paid too much attention to him, but in the future I would be more willing to romancing Fenris. He's not actually that bad of a character. He's kind of edgy and kind of annoying with his opinions about mages, but yeah, I guess overall he's not a horrible person. I guess it kind of makes sense since he would have like PTSD about mages since his former master was a mage. Codex.
I didn't think you'd come. I'll find something relatively clean for you to sit on. Can I get you something to eat or drink? I have water.
Such a wide selection.
I wouldn't drink the water from this part of the city.
I boil it first. A few times, actually. Sometimes it won't stop twitching.
Yeah.
I wanted to thank you for bringing me here, but I'm making a mess of it.
If this is what you wanted, then I'm glad I could be of service.
I can't say that I like Kirkwall, but I'm glad to be here. I haven't exactly had many friends. Not even among my own clan. This is tricky.
We're not friends.
Don't jump to conclusions. We barely know each other.
Oh, I know. I just meant I'm trying. Thank you for coming to visit me, Hawke. It means a lot to me.
How did I get friendship? I just said that we're not friends. God, this woman. Maybe that'll help people understand why I don't really like her. An odd person.
This city is amazing. Do you know I saw someone get mugged?
Like this.
Right outside. It was fascinating. Everything happens here all at once. How does anyone keep it all straight?
Someone has jumped outside your door and that's exciting?
It must be the alien age greeting. Hasn't happened to me yet, though. They must not like me.
What the hell?
It's so busy here. So many things just get lost.
Think of it like a game. You can pick up all the things people drop and overlook. Maybe count them.
I think they mostly drop garbage. I'm glad you came by. I needed someone to talk to.
Well, that was certainly something. I guess we'll go and talk to Anders. We'll get Active Mercy started up, and then we'll just kind of finish up the episode like I was thinking. It's good to fit as much progress as you can into one episode, or at least that's what I like to tell myself. Not all the time, just at this moment. Okay, what do you have to say, Anders? My scary mage who's possessed by a demon of Pride? No, not
I had a
pride.
friend
Anger,
like you
wrath,
once. Got in
vengeance.
all kinds of trouble. Dragged me along. Didn't think I'd be doing that again. I got a bit weighty the last time we talked. Sorry for putting that on you.
Don't do it again. It happens a lot.
You'd be surprised how people just tell me their darkest
I don't want to
secrets.
break his heart even if I don't like
I
him.
must look trustworthy.
You look... something. True. Proud. Like even if you don't agree with me, you'll be honest. I hope I didn't seem too selfish when I told you about justice. I didn't know what would happen. I figured a willing host, a friend. It had to be better than playing the demon and haunting some corpse.
Still creepy.
Fine. What would you do? How would you try to stand against the Templars? You're lucky they never found you. Most of us, they hunt us down before we've even learned our letters. They tell your parents they'll be thrown in prison if they ever ask about you, stripped of their rights in the eyes of the Maker. And if you run away, they hunt you down.
He's angry.
Again and again and again.
You're starting to glow again.
And since yours is the only head here and I don't want to rip it off, I should stop. Yes. Sorry. Besides, we have so much to do before the Deep Roads.
Well, not too much,
Next
actually.
time, I'll try to keep to more pleasant topics.
And rivalry. What else could I expect? Despite the fact that I'm a mage, we'll probably end up being rivals, because I don't agree with much of what Andrew says. Yes, mages deserve freedom, but I don't think it's something where you should risk everything. It's kind of a tricky subject, and I don't like to think that much. Okay, so that should be everything. So there's just premium content that can be done at any time. So we're going to start up the Act of Mercy, wrap up the episode. I've already said this like 2 times. And then afterwards we can go and do the Deep Road Expedition. So I think there's a bunch of mages that are holed up in some sort of mine. I think it should probably take like 10-20 minutes, and then the Deep Road Expedition should probably take up the rest of it. And yeah, so we'll start this up, as I've said before, and then at the start of the next episode, or after we're done this in the next episode, we'll go and get our guys kitted up, and I'll try and get all their armor upgrades and all that. And we'll do the Deep Road Expedition. I'm probably not going to bother actually exploring this place too much. There's usually nothing important enough. I guess there could be some sort of side quest somewhere around here, but I don't think it's worth wasting the time on. Hello, Thrask.
Mistress Hawk, Fainriel speaks well of how you treated him before you brought him to us. I thought perhaps you would be willing to show mages a kindness once more.
What? You can't be nice yourself?
You are no Templar. You cannot know what a badge of shame that would be. There are a number of apostates hiding in those caverns.
And you've allowed this?
I was hoping you might speak to the group. Convince them to surrender peacefully before my fellow Templars arrive.
I would not like to see this become a massacre.
Thank you.
She didn't seem too happy.
Your compassion does you credit. These mages have shown they attack Templars on sight. You have a better chance than I to convince them they are better off alive in the Circle than free and dead. Sir Karas hunts them as well. If they have not surrendered by the time he arrives, this will be a bloodbath.
Oh, I guess she was happy. I'm not very good at judging people's responses. Okay, there we are. So there's this area that we have to clear out. Next episode, oh.
Now we fight.
Well, I guess you'll see how that fight plays out in the next episode. If you liked the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to hear about any upcoming RPG content. Have a good one.